Are they really better than me? The podcast. Yeah, it's your boy Calibur back once again. Are they really better than me? Episode number 18. Man, look, we ain't seen this dude since episode number 2, right? He's come to town. He's come to bless the studio. We're in the building with Mr. J Banx. Jay, what's good, dog?
What up?
Man, you know how we get down, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got a lot of things popping right now, man. We got a lot of things we could talk about, man. But I'm gonna just get straight to it, dog. What brings you in town, man? Tell the listeners what bring you in town this weekend.
Well, I mean, first of all, I mean, it's, you know, I might just stop through just for shits and giggles, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Just to politic a bit. But as it so happens, since you asked, we are working on a couple things. We have new mixtape.
New mixtape. Are they really better than
me? The
mixtape. Yes, sir.
Coming, and I literally just came out the booth from that. So if I get a little reckless, let me just go ahead and throw this out for the listeners. I may be a little more amped up than usual because I've been in the booth for the last hour.
Just a tad bit fired up.
Committing murder. So, you know what I'm saying? If I get reckless, man, you can just cut me off at whatever point. Just butt in and transition out like, yeah, so anyway.
No doubt.
Hit him with the...
I will say though, Jay. I will say, JB. Look, man. You know, for the people that thought maybe like, they ain't recording in a minute, man. I heard this dude since the last CD. I don't know if he still got it, man. I'm telling y'all, it's bars on deck. Bars on deck, man. Like it's real ridiculous out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's really just practice, right? I mean,
yeah, pretty much.
I didn't put any. And what's fucked up is, it's not like I worked overly hard on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you send me a beat, and like an hour later, I just go, here you go.
Never lost.
So it ain't like I'm like, it don't matter. The result is the result. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether I wrote it in a week or an hour, it's the same result. You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me ask you this, man. Because, you know, your boy, like, I mean, I'm part of the half and everything, the dark half of those that don't understand what that is, man. And you know I'm on the tracks, but just being a listener that's not part of it all, are you worried about any feedback or flack, man? Because you saying some shit on this mixtape, dog.
Well, here's the thing about that is I can see if you just go listen to the mixtape and you ain't been paying attention,
right?
Then sure, yeah, it's gonna seem like Jesus, this dude, he'll say whatever the fuck. But if you actually been listening, like, then you ain't surprised. I've been saying some shit for a long time.
I've been saying it for a long time.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't new material. It ain't like I just came out one day and was like, oh, I'm about to start letting loose and shit. Man, I've been letting loose for 15 years. 15. Just nobody heard it.
So if you saying something now, that means you just tuned in.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So like I can see where you're going. Like, yeah, if you a new listener and you're not familiar with J Banx, the artist, then like you might not want to listen. You might want to listen with your hand next to the stop button because you might get offended.
No doubt, man. I get a lot of questions, man. People be asking me like, you know, like 15 years in, countless solo CDs, group CDs, man, mixtapes before. Like, what do you want to accomplish with this? And I was like, honestly, man, like, it's not even an accomplishment, but for me, it's just a reminder. Like, I don't like when people start getting comfortable and they forget, you know what I'm saying, who run this shit. Us, dark half, you know what I mean? But like, for me, sometimes you just got to hit them across the chin one time just to remind them who you are, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
For me, that's what I'm trying to, like, accomplish, man. It's just a reminder, but what about for you, dog?
I mean, I quit giving a fuck what people thought so long ago that it doesn't even really occur to me and shit. Like, I do what I do for me. Like, being an artist, writing, performing, shooting videos, writing screenplays, like that helps me evolve as a human being.
No doubt.
That's what I'm doing it for.
No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing it for my own growth. Because I've had outlets like music and even martial arts. Like, those things allow me to express myself in ways I can't traditionally do.
Right.
Which allows me to become more self-aware, which allows me to improve. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. I give a fuck whether you like it or you can put whatever hate mail you want on the page. Like, you ain't gonna say nothing to me that's gonna offend me. Like,
darkhalfrecords@gmail.com if you want
late.
it.
You know what I'm saying? If you think you're gonna hurt my feelings, like I bring it on. Like I'm ready for whatever critique you might have my way.
You know, for those that we gonna just preempt you a little bit now, because some might say we going at some artists, man, but I just feel like, man, like I said, like, or like Banks said, man, like, it's nothing that we ain't stated over the last 15, you know what I'm saying? So it's nothing new. So if you're listening for the first time, you might think so. But there's a couple artists that's, I guess you could say targeted, if you will, man, or whatever you want to call it. What's your rationale behind that? Like, what made you feel that way about these people?
I have no rationale. Look, as an artist,
I have no rationale.
We no, seriously.
Bless my God.
I have no rationale.
I have no rationale.
What I'll tell you is why I say it. Like, as an artist, if you sign to a major label, you have to contemplate, or someone else will for you. If you just try to send, they're gonna say nope, try again. You can't say this, you can't say that. Like, right. As an independent artist, you don't have that concern.
That's true.
So the shit we saying, I guarantee you, there's dudes all over that's having the same conversation in the privacy of their own time.
But they can't say
that we having in the song.
Can't say it.
Only we step up and just say what we really think. Like, people's not going to listen to it and go, I can't believe they said that. They're going to say, it's true, you're just not supposed to say that. Well, I say fuck your opinion on what I'm supposed to say and what I'm not supposed to say.
There is no political correctness with the Dark Half, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just say what we feel when we feel it. However it comes across, it is what it is, man. Double I we. Got you, fella. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. And we just do what we do when we doing it, man. Like, don't care about the repercussions. Because, I mean, honestly, like, ain't nobody going to stop it, say nothing about it. Can't do nothing back, you know what I mean? Like, we pretty much run this, man, so we taking over airwaves. It's our world that you living in, man, and that's just how we rolling for right now. Now, Banks, step aside from the music, because we're going to kind of rewind this back a minute. Now, you said, you know, to take your mind off of it other than just writing the music, doing the screenplays and stuff, man. What else you're working on as far as that?
Well, we're on some location shooting today for some shots for the trailer for the film that is now officially in development. You know what I'm saying? And it tentatively released in 2017. I'm not even going to throw any. I learned being in the music business not to say a release date to something until you know a release date to something. You know what I'm saying? It's 99
names out there, or you want to keep that copywritten right now? You want to keep that on wraps?
Yeah, we'll just keep it on the low right now, just until, you know what I'm saying, like, it's official,
right? Officially
there to see. But yeah, definitely within the next week, there's gonna be something on the YouTube page, new trailer for upcoming project that will explain itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you check it out, you won't be like, what is this supposed to be? You know what I'm saying?
Comedy, drama, action, what you got?
A bit of everything, really.
Everything?
I would really classify it probably as a drama first, in that the lead character, played by yourself, is really a dramatic role.
Yes, sir.
However, there are moments of humor, as well as there's going to be some serious action. Like, people going to be not ready for the action scenes. They're going to think it's going to be some cheesy, just wait.
Now,
you don't see it.
For the people that's like taking a gander onto the Dark Half YouTube page, there's a trailer on there already. Now, is this movie related to that trailer, or is this something totally different?
That was for the listeners, because obviously you know, but that was just we just got cameras and we
start wilding out.
We just got cameras and we shot a video and we have more time, so we kind of ad-libbed some scenes and just for practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, just to practice cutting. I wanted to
basically say we was bored as fuck.
Right?
You know what I mean?
But I was also new to editing. You know what I'm saying? And shooting. So to me, I viewed it like, this is something else that I can work on to try new things, to try to develop the skill level.
I can't tell you how many cats asked me tonight, is that a real movie you guys been working on? That was just something for play.
We was just messing around.
Just something.
But the next one, this one that we about to finish up, and I'll be editing over the next week or so. That's real deal. Like, that ain't no Just we was bored at my house.
Don't play around with it, right?
We was bored at my house, and so we said, hey, let's do this.
Yo, and while we on this also, man, look, darkhalfrecords@gmail.com. I'm going to repeat it. darkhalfrecords@gmail.com. For any of your video needs, whether it's a video for a music video or like if you're trying to just shoot like a documentary of yourself, if you just need like some work done with voiceover, even if you're trying to shoot like a mini film, documentary, movie, whatever the case might be, man, get at us at darkhalfrecords@gmail.com for serious inquiries only. You know what I'm saying? And we'll discuss about your needs, your plans, your vision, and we'll put something together, man. Best prices around. I mean, we'll custom fit a package just for you, man, and we'll have you a part of the process every step of the way. So definitely get at us, man. Your boy J Banx is one of the best videographers, best directors, best editors around. You know what I'm saying? And we can definitely put this together, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, any of your video needs, definitely get at us. darkhalfrecords@gmail.com, man.
If you're garbage, though, please don't.
Yeah. Yeah, that we're not talking to you. We're talking to serious.
This is why I said. This is why I preempted the show with. I might be a little regular because I'm going in.
Hold up.
If you garbage, man, if you whack, man,
don't even bother.
If there's the word is swag is in the title, like honestly, then it's really. I mean, it's probably not gonna work out.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it real, man.
If you represent anything like Shoot 'Em Up Records, Kill 'Em All Productions,
if there's swagadelic or
swagadelic, man, honestly,
swagalicious.
If your rap name got Lil or Young in it, we're probably not messing with you.
If you got a do-rag and a hat, probably yeah, man. We probably ain't on the same
If you
type
still
of
got one leg up, one leg down with the pants leg, dog, like
it's probably not gonna work out. Might not be our cup of tea.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, dog. I seen a dude the other day with goggles on, dog, just walking downtown and shit, man. Speaking of downtown, we was on location today, right?
He's gonna talk right now.
Man, check this out. I wish we had video footage of this, man. We was downtown, man, going down East 9th Street, man, at the corner of East 9th and St. Clair. And this dude walks by. And if you looking at the camera, this dude walks by like this. Now notice I'm not wearing a watch.
He had no watch on his arm.
This dude wasn't wearing a watch neither, man. He was just focused on his arm.
Really peppy cracking walk too, where he was moving. He was walking like this, right? And then as he was walking, I was like, man, look at this dude. And then he went like this right as I said that. And we he looking at his bare arm. He don't even got to watch it. Then the dude in the truck beside us, some worker van. He had his window down. I rolled my window down. He like, you see that motherfucker? He was looking at his bare arm. I'm like, man. He said, only in Cleveland.
Right, only in Cleveland, man. Shouts out to 216, man.
Shout out to the dude in the truck beside us today. That's my dude and shit. But I don't even know homie name and shit. But that's my dude. If you see this, you my dude.
You know what's crazy though, man? Like, it's not that he just looked at the wrist with no watch.
But he held it up there, man.
He held it up for like 5 seconds strong.
And he was really scooting across the air.
He was getting it like he was late. Like this dude was walking like he was late, man.
He was walking with a purpose. He had somewhere to be. There's no getting around it. There was some kind of motivation behind that stride. And that motherfucker was all ass.
You know what I'm saying? But yo, man, straight up, if y'all looking for
so were we going to talk about something serious here?
Or anything delivery, man. This might be the guy you need to pursue, man. Because this dude was a walker.
He'd have made it across town before we had got there in traffic. I'll tell you that much.
You know what I'm saying? Now, JB. Because you know, man,
that's
like,
I
don't usually.
Now JB.
I'm
getting the serious.
Well, no, you know it's not serious, but like, you know, you usually try to go in too much on.
I'm gonna transition here. Be prepared for the transition.
But the beautiful thing about me not going all the way in 100% on are they really better than me is the fact that I hear coming soon. It'll be a whole different podcast. Where going in is all you do. Tell me about that, man.
Well, all right. Here's the thing: is as you know, me and one Curry Chanel have been regular guests on your show on the "Are They Really Better Than Me" podcast.
The podcast.
Well, being as though we're fucking neighbors, right? He
Yes,
lives
sir.
like 4 minutes down the street from me.
No doubt.
We have decided to start our own podcast, a sister, if you will, podcast, which will be titled Anything Goes.
Anything goes the podcast.
Where only real shit gets on. If you even start to say some fake shit, we will just stop and go, nope, like
Cut.
you used to do as a producer.
Shut them off.
Nope, that wasn't it. Sorry, show's over. We'll go ahead and finish our bit, but you got to go. Like it's
so,
and it'll be an open venue for anyone to come on and give. If you got some real shit you want to say, fucking hit us up.
and let me ask you, so is
Hit us
it
up
really,
at the
truly
email.
anything goes?
Anything goes. I will listen to anyone's side of view as long as they listen to mine.
About any subject
About
matter?
any subject matter. Religion, politics, all the shit people don't want you to talk about, that's what we gonna talk about.
That's what we're going to talk about.
That's how we gonna roll. Like, it's gonna be all the shit that if someone sat down and was like, here's the subject matters that you want to try to avoid. You don't want to talk about abortion. You don't want to talk about religion. You don't want... We're covering all of that shit.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
That's one of my gripes and beef, because, like, you know, from what I hear, like, when the artists do radio, quote-unquote, interviews, they already come in with a list of shit they won't even touch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't like that because it's not authentic. I'm like, man, come on, man, it's life.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why even go on the show if you don't, like, for me, if you don't want to talk about it, why even be on the show?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like if I got you in my chair, I should be able to ask you anything I want to ask you as far as a producer, as far as a host of a show. Like, there shouldn't be anything off limits. And if it is, you shouldn't be sitting there.
Right. You're not going to accomplish anything like that except for self-promotion. You know what I'm saying? If that's all you're interested in is self-promotion, then sure, go to the fucking... That's why so many... Like, if you're anybody in the world now, you have a podcast.
Yep.
Because it's a free way for your fans to hear real you with no filter. You know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you are. If you're a funny dude... You can just be funny without having to go, oh, I better not say this, or I might offend this person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a venue with no restrictions. So I think that it's appealing to anybody who wants to hear more than the main. Because some people just they just want to watch the news and they're done.
Yep.
That's all they're interested in. That's all the information they're interested in getting. Even if it's fucking not true. You know what I'm saying? Even if the information's bad, this is good enough. Like, I'm willing to accept just this. You know what I'm saying? And if that's then you don't want to listen to our show. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's you, I'm just gonna let you know now. Don't check out the Anything Goes podcast.
Tell the world, man. Like, when is the tentative air date for this, man? When it can?
I would say the next couple weeks. I won't really go any more specific than that. We're still working on the setup. You know what I'm saying? Like the intro.
Yeah.
Exactly how we want to, because it's not just me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a collaboration.
No doubt.
So I can't just go, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. Like, your podcast is your podcast. We're just here, when I'm here doing this, I'm just following your lead. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no doubt.
So, but with this being a joint venture between me and Curry, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really have to get together and hack out how we want the look to be and all that. So.
Is this something you're trying to get accomplished weekly, bi-weekly? How you trying to roll out, or just whenever you just have some hot topics that you just want to get off?
I think it'll be a combination of the two. I think that some of the shows will be based on people's schedules. Like, if I'm going to have a guest on, which we kind of want to go outside the box as far as that too, and just bring in interesting people who have an interesting perspective that may differ from ours. Like, why not take the opportunity to learn something?
Absolutely.
You know, that's why the friends that I have, I can learn from.
No doubt.
That's why I appreciate the friendship. To me, like, I don't want to just be smarter than everybody and better than everybody I'm around. Like, what am I getting at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's supposed to be lifting and uplift. You
so
know what I'm saying?
Some of it will be based around that, but definitely we're going to shoot for weekly. You know what I'm saying? But there might be, 1 week, it might be a week and a half, and you know what I'm saying? Like, something may happen that immediately, Curry calls me and says, "Hey, dude, we got to talk about this now." You know what I'm saying? So, but generally speaking, I would say weekly is what I would look for.
Yeah, I know this, like when I first started, Are They Really Better Than Me? Man, I was like, I want to do it weekly. But then as time progressed, I was like, you know what? Like, I don't want to put any. I don't want to put any limits or anything. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it.
Sometimes a week goes by and you ain't not really enough has happened.
It's been times I've shot 2 podcasts in a week. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to put that out there because like if I'm feeling it. I mean, plus like the purpose of the podcast is to. It's almost like it's like the unedited version of the news. So like if something's going on, I can go to my forum right then and there. You know, I don't have to wait until the week goes by and like
you
feel like I gotta talk about it on Friday. You know what I'm saying?
The same way you approach writing. Like if I sit down to write and it's not happening. Like I have a rule: don't write trash. As soon as I start going, man, this is garbage, then stop. Like what are you doing? Like it doesn't matter if you want to write right now. Like if it's not there, it's not there. Yeah. Fucking come back when it's there.
And I'm not gonna put out an episode every Friday or Saturday just because.
You don't want to be on there going. So here we are.
Here we are again, y'all. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man. Like, you know what? Shouts out to Jim Thomas, man. If you're watching, man, I know this off the hook. Shouts out to Music Fella, man. Shouts out to Model YK, the pilot. Everybody watching this, man. I see y'all, man. We're gonna get y'all involved real soon. You know what I'm saying? Now, JB, outside of the director, outside of the music, outside of the podcast, that's a lot of outsides and shit, man.
I'm like, where are we going with this? What hat do I got to put on? I'm like,
I mean, you know, it's funny because it's really about 5 more hats and shit that you actually literally
could pile on.
But what else you got going on these days, man? I mean, what's really popping in your world, dog?
I mean, you know, I just try to. I'm about self-improvement, man. Like that's what, you know, as a martial artist, that's always like, believe it or not, all the shit we just talked about, like. That all really is secondary to me.
Right.
Like, martial arts is every day of my life. It's a part of my... You know what I'm saying? Like, it's how I start my day every day.
Specifically, what area?
I mean, you know, like, I'm big into stretching, so I do numerous stretches every day. Like, everybody should stretch every day. Like, it's, like, such a good thing for you. But then I do Muay Thai.
Muay Thai?
So, you know... well, I don't limit
explain
myself
to the people like myself, man... The fuck is Muay Thai, dog?
Alright. Muay Thai is the sport version of a type of martial arts from Thailand that was called Muay Baran. Mm-hmm. If anybody out there knows who Tony Jaa is, he's an actor. He knows
Tony Jaa?
Tony Jaa. Yeah, he's a...
Okay, Tony Jaa.
He knows... That's like... He does crazy shit. Like, right? But they don't teach that anymore. Because it's like, literally the purpose of it's to maim and kill.
Okay.
So, like, they don't teach that to... And Muay Thai is like the sport version of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a style of fighting. It's a style of fighting that's very popular in MMA because it's so good at attacking the legs and in close fighting. So pretty much everyone in MMA is taking some Muay Thai. You know what I'm saying? Like kickboxing is like the American version of Muay Thai. All that does is take elbows out. Okay. So it's kicks, knees, and punches. Okay. So if you ever see kickboxing, which is great, by the way. Bellator just started a kickboxing league. Really fun to watch because they're 3-minute rounds. It's non-stop action. There's no clinching, no takedowns. But anyway, so that's what Muay Thai is. It's like a sport version. So where other forms of martial arts like Taekwondo or karate, like those are...
I'm familiar with Taekwondo.
Those are Japanese. This is from Thailand. Kung Fu is from China. Jiu-Jitsu started in Japan, but then the Brazilians took it and made their own form, which is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. Which the Gracies did. Okay. If you're familiar with any of the Gracies, there's a laundry list of them that were famous for a reason. They invented this whole grappling style of martial arts. Okay. It's a necessity in MMA because people all want to wrestle.
Muay Thai primarily offensive or defensive?
It's offensive. Like if you watch 2 Muay Thai fighters, they take shots. Like it's like a part of the process of it is toughening like your shin bones and your forearms.
So I want to say, I mean, I was a kid, but I was taking like, I want to say Taekwondo or something, but it was mostly defensive shit. Like it was telling me how to not get hit in the head.
Well, that's because that's where it's going to start. Like, because there's a process. You don't just go in day one and they start teaching you moves. Right. There's a level of flexibility and balance and strength that needs to be acquired in order to even do the things. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why most people don't ever follow through with martial arts is they go in and they expect to be punching people and kicking people and instead they're stretching. Okay. And they're doing drills that are hard. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, well, I didn't come here to do this, but like, you can't do that if you can't do these.
Yeah, you gotta do step A and B before you.
So then, you know, I didn't go to a dojo per se. I had an individual instructor. So, but generally, I think they do teach you defense, and there is defense. Like in Muay Thai, there's the wall of defense, which is a stance you get where you're, you know, it's an important part of it, and you do learn it first.
Now the dojo is the teacher.
It'll be the gym you go to, the dojo, and then it'll have a head teacher, and then probably secondary, or you know what I mean. Like the more advanced students kind of teach some of the younger students generally, prototypically.
No doubt.
But then there's styles like Kung Fu, which is Chinese, which is more of the origin of the form. Like, you know, martial arts all come from Chinese originally, from Shaolin Temple. And Kung Fu kind of encompasses more things. It's weaponry as well. You know, the Shaolin monks actually were more famous for their use of a staff before they ever were for hand-to-hand combat. So that's a big part of Kung Fu.
On my ignorant shit, is that like what Wu-Tang, Shaolin, and all that shit they be talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
All that was from Kung Fu movies, which were really big back in that day. They are still popular, but they're different now. You know what I mean? Like, they've evolved like anything else over time.
Sure.
But yeah, absolutely. In fact, the movie, the 36 Chamber of Shaolin, is the top 5 best Kung Fu movies ever. Okay. Like, pretty much universally thought of it, which is where they took, obviously, the whole thing for the theme for the Wu-Tang. Right. And the main character's name is Master Killer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the foundation of there, which is a great movie. I can't even lie. It's a classic.
Did it do justice? Like, is it accurate? I should say. You know, sometimes you get something.
I'm sure it's not. I'm sure there's a lot more.
Yeah.
Because there's just certain things they don't let people just come into the Shaolin Temple and hang out and watch. You know what I mean? Like, so what really goes on in there is a lot of it's just left to the imagination. But I think it's a good look, especially to someone that isn't familiar at all with the culture.
Yeah.
You know, you can definitely watch it and get an idea of. Because the guy in the movie goes through the same progress we were just talking about, where he goes in and says, no, I want to learn the highest levels. And then when he goes in there, he sees that, I'm not ready for that. So then he goes back and starts with just sweeping. Yeah. And then he's got to jump over some things. You know what I mean? So, like, that's the process. It's never just, come here and let's start punching each other.
So
that's not how it works.
Some ignorant shit again. So, like, in the movie Karate Kid, when Mr. Miyagi had him doing painting the shit, and he go up and down with the strokes and different things like that. Like that's I mean, even though it's comical, like in a sense for a movie, that's pretty much like how it starts, like basic movies.
Many other Kung Fu movies have had a similar premise to it.
Okay.
And in fact, the character of Mr. Miyagi is based off of is a real guy. It's based off like the idea of a real guy, and he was there and he choreographed the scenes. The guy they got a documentary about it on Netflix. It's called The Real Miyagi.
Okay.
So, I mean, that guy is one of the most famous, probably the most famous karate teacher ever. So there is some authenticity to the ideas behind the martial arts part of it, because there was somebody that actually knew what they were doing behind the scenes.
Right.
But at the same token, it's not like it's a real story. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how they do it. They have you paint a fence. But philosophically, yes, you could teach somebody the movements.
Yeah.
And, like, what muscle memory, because that's what it is. It's muscle memory. It's you do anything. You know how a sniper gets good at, a marksman gets good at shooting. He does it a fucking lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He does it over and over and over and over and over until it's a fucking science, and it does it right every time. How'd you get good at writing?
Yeah.
You wrote a lot of shit.
I write daily.
That's how.
Actually.
It's no different. I mean, and that's what I love about martial arts is as a rapper, I almost feel like, I've been killing it for years. Like I don't feel like lyrically there's much more I can do. I can do new stuff, but I don't feel like there's any more levels I can really climb up lyrically.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Where like as a martial artist, I've been doing Muay Thai for like 10 years, and I'm like, there's so many things I can't do that I want to do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like 10 years in, and I'm like nowhere near where I feel like, I've mastered this. Like I don't feel that way at all. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I enjoy, that challenge of it. There's always shit to be working on.
Now, kind of going off what you just said, man, kind of segueing back, are you even still, like, passionate just about, like, the writing and making music part, man? Like, I mean, because I know it's a big part of you, you know what I'm saying? But, like, how do you feel about music? Like, the musical aspect of it, like, just making
Well, basically, I feel like I feel like who's a good Allen Iverson.
Okay.
I don't practice anymore.
Practice?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Practice?
I show up game day, I didn't practice or Bo Jackson was like that. Bo Jackson didn't practice. I'm like, dude, I'm not fucking running sprints. I'll sprint in the game.
Man.
I don't need to be out here killing myself in this heat. Like, I'm going to go into a sort of a side note here, right?
All right.
For those that don't know what Zen is the idea that you're doing something that has you so focused, everything else doesn't exist.
So that's why
you're literally
Phil Jackson
in a
is
moment.
master.
Yes.
They call him that.
This is what you're trying to achieve. Like, for him, it was getting these guys to be so in the moment in basketball.
Don't worry about outside
nothing
interference.
else existed except for the reality of what they were doing,
yes,
right?
Sir.
So when you send me a beat, when you send me a text and say you got mail, and I go and I check in the beat, and I sit down to write, like, for when I start to write to when I'm done, I enjoy that. Mm-hmm. That whole, because I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, but everything else is gone. But then after that, I just am like, I don't give a shit anymore. Like, I don't want to do it again. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, oh, now I want to keep writing. Like, I instantaneously go, yeah, that was what it was. Let's move on. Let's do something.
I mean, it's kind of like sex in the climax.
Right. It's like, as soon as it's done and shit, I'm like, yeah. So that was fun.
I'm finished.
Nothing good comes after this part. Just go ahead and, you know what I'm saying?
I'm finished now.
That's all I had.
I'll hit you next week.
That's all I had. And so, and the same way we record, like, I was just in your booth. I loved every second of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we fucked up one track and had to do it again, and I could have did it 100 more times.
Because it just
I was there in that moment where I was like, nothing else. I like that.
Absolutely.
But as soon as we stopped doing that, like, I don't want to mix the shit. I don't want to master the shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to do any of that.
You don't want to do it. And, you know, and it's funny because, like,
I used to like that.
That's where my passion is. Like, my passion, like, not so much, like, because, I mean, I could write bars.
That's
man.
why we're a good team, though.
Everybody knows,
you know,
man. I mean, it's nothing to cripple somebody's career real quick, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, like, my whole thing is, like, just sitting down and piecing that song together. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Just making everything sound perfect, man. And I'm seeing, like, that's how you feeling with the directing.
Oh, absolutely.
And you know,
I'm
putting the
way
video
into
work
it,
together.
yeah.
So it's like
Curry don't know what he getting into with doing a show with me. Like, he gonna learn. You know my insanity. Like,
absolutely.
There's times where I see you sitting there going, "Yeah, you told me this already." Like, and I know I'm like being over the top, but I like to be.
I
on
can't
the top
set it up,
shit.
man. Shouts out to the Kid Curry Chanel, man. You know what I'm saying? One love, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all about to do some craziness, man, with this.
Yeah, it could get out of control.
Anything go. I can't even, man, between y'all two.
Me and Curry be wilding out, too.
Between y'all two, man, a
trouble.
conversation is just ridiculous.
Yeah, smooth transition.
Smooth transition, man. Maribacco.
Well.
See what time it is out here, dog.
Right.
I'm gonna pep my step up, man. See what time it is, man. So, speaking of Maribacco,
I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. A regular cigarette, I swear to God.
Hey, look,
Just a regular.
You got
not regular because I roll my own cigarettes, but
we smoke the same thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like right here, look, we got several endorsements, man. Cigarello, you know what I'm saying? That's what we got. We got going on, man. We not sponsored by Crown Royal.
Please don't put me in.
Hold up, we're not sponsored by Crown Royal, but we sponsor Crown Royal.
I'm a naturalist,
and as you can see, Crown Royal's been great. You know what I'm saying? I also I endorse Corona. You know what I'm saying? I definitely endorse Corona, man. And for the Kid Curry Chanel, man, I do endorse them championship Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? 2-6 championship city. That's how we get down over here. And are they really better than me? The podcast? I don't think so. I don't even think they're better than my team. But that's another note. And I also endorse this right here, man.
I got no endorsements. You know why? Because Toledo ain't got shit.
If y'all want to buy a CD, go get that one.
We got no things to brag about, really. Like, what am I going to brag about for Toledo?
Well, you know what? Toledo made the news because y'all got some athletes.
The Walleye. I don't know shit about the Walleye. We got the Mud Hens.
No, y'all got the athletes, though, because y'all got the couple that hurdled.
See, I pay attention.
Huh?
You see how much I pay attention. I'm like, who we got?
No. Y'all got them athletes that hurdle the fence chasing Pokemon Go.
Now that sounds about right.
Creative shit, though.
That sounds about right.
These cats broke into a zoo chasing Pokemon Go. Toledo, man.
How fucking stupid.
Shouts out to the glass, dog. You know what I'm saying?
I wish a polar bear would have ate them motherfuckers. That would have been justice served. That would have been justice served. Or like a shark. They fell into like the shark tank like in Ace Ventura.
So actually, let me ask you this, Banx. What's gonna happen in UFC 201? Shouts out to Stipe.
I think at 201, I'm a big Robbie Lawler guy, right? I love watching that dude fight. Man, that dude is a fighter. Like, there's some of the dudes like John Jones is an athlete who fights. Mm-hmm. And he's really good at it because he's a great athlete.
Is he coming back?
Not for 2 years. He's
2?
This is not his first offense. So
I mean, but damn.
Yeah, they gonna hit him hard. Now, what I like about Lawler is he's a fighter. Like, he's not in there playing for points. He takes shots. He's not afraid to get hit in the face. The problem is Tyron Woodley punches really fucking hard.
Yeah.
He deads dudes. Mm-hmm. So it's gonna be a brawl. I can tell you that much. Like, I don't
Definitely
know.
worth watching, in your opinion.
That fight is. It's not the strongest card. 202 is a better overall card than 201 is. But there's a couple. I like the one chick that's fighting Rose. I can't think of her last name off the top of my head, but she fighting. I like her. Her nickname's Stug and shit.
When is Ronda coming back, man?
They ain't saying right now. She off doing movies and shit.
I mean, I think she's still nursing that damn jaw that she got broke. You know what I'm saying?
That shit fucked her up, dude. She was like suicidal and shit, man. Talking about she wanted to kill herself. It was crazy shit.
How did you bounce back from that, man? Because I know you big into this, man. Like, how would you go about bouncing back, man?
What people don't understand is, like, she had a career before she got to the UFC, right? She was undefeated as a judo fighter, undefeated as a MMA fighter.
Her mom was a judo fighter.
So she had never lost in her life. Mm-hmm. All she knew at that point in her life was to be champ. And now that she is champ, people want to know her and be around her. So when you lose that, like, that's your identity. That's what it is. She lost her. She was so into it to the point, and that's what got her there. Like, that's the thing is, people are like, well, why is she into it? That's how she got there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't get to that place without that. You know what I'm saying? Like, another good example is I heard a story about Dominic Cruz. You know who Dominic Cruz is? He's the 135 champ. And this guy, Brendan Schaub, who has a podcast called The Fighter and the Kid, was telling this story about how they were at a charity go-kart race, right?
Right.
And he's standing there talking to one of the guys that works there. And the guy taps him, and they look over, and Dominic Cruz is over in the corner going, they don't want you to win this shit. You're going to win this shit. Like, hyping himself up for a charity go-kart race.
Right.
And the dude looks at him and goes, that motherfucker's crazy. And he's like, yeah, he's also a world champion. How you think he became a world champion? You work at a go-kart place.
Attitude, man.
You know what I'm saying? So you don't have one without the other. That's just it. It's like, if you, in order to be great at something, it's at everything. You got to give everything. And so when you hit that wall and it like goes, like it goes. You know what I'm saying? That's how the shit works.
What's your thoughts on Conor, man? Because I know you're a big UFC, and I have to ask you these questions, man.
Well, here's the thing.
Shouts out to Glass City J.
I'm not a big Conor guy, in that, like, sometimes he say dumb shit that I'm just like, really, guy? But I like the way he fights. I think it's a bad matchup with Nate Diaz. I don't think it's a good matchup for him. Now, having said that, everybody's picking Nate on this fight, and that scares me a little bit. Like, that makes me go,
You're sleeping on Conor too much.
Yeah, it's like almost to the point where, like, I think it could be a negative that everybody's picking Nate. But on paper, if you ask me, I would say I don't see what happens different. Conor hit Nate with really good, clean punches in the first round, and this dude went like this.
Right.
He spars with Joe Schilling, who fights at 180. No, Nate Diaz.
Okay.
He spars with Andre Ward, who's arguably the best boxer on the planet. Joe Schilling, who's one of the best kickboxers. Joe Schilling's 185 and said he's never even wobbled Nate. Mm-hmm. So he's fighting Conor, who fights at 145. Like, I just don't know if he hurts him. I just don't know if he can. Where clearly Nate can hurt Conor.
Right, right.
he knocked him on his ass and choked him out in the first fight. There's no denying that he can be hurt.
So it is. Yeah.
But again, it makes me wonder that everybody's. I haven't seen anyone say they think Conor's gonna win. That makes me wonder if maybe Conor ain't gonna pull off some miracle one punch shit.
Now let me transition. And
it's very. I just saw this. First of all, I don't know when the shit happened, cause I'm not very good with current events, so I'm like always behind on the latest info. But I did see the chasing, and I think that was perfectly justified. I don't see any problem with what he did. In fact, I wish he would have got his hands on him. Like, I would have, if I was in his shoes, I would have fucked him up. I would have found some way, or I would like to think I would. So, no problems with what Joe Budden did with some fucking retard showing up to his house. He lucky. In another state, that could have went down some whole other fucking way, but New Jersey's fucked up with their gun laws. So, you know, it is what it is. But if you come to my house, I got a CCW, baby. Please believe that shit a bad idea. Now, as far as Drake versus Joe Budden beef, I don't really, to be honest, I don't even think that shit a beef, man. Like, that's like Eminem versus the Cookie Monster. Like, it's not the same thing. It's like comparing two different styles of music. One dude sings love songs that he only I don't give a shit about it. It ain't like Nas and Jay-Z did this songs. I gave a fuck.
Yeah.
I listened to 4 bars of Joe Budden and I went, he won. I don't need to hear Drake's opinion because it's probably not even his opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can I put merit into some shit I don't know if you wrote it or not?
Honestly, after hearing Making a Murderer, I mean, it's really nothing Drake can do even to respond anyway. Like, have you heard that? The Making a Murderer? You know, like, and it's crazy because in the last week, you know this dude dropped 5 songs?
Right. This dude like, well, I got nothing better to do. I'll fucking...
This dude dropped Making a Murderer, Awake.
I be behind, so I don't always have all the information.
Yeah, I can't. He done dropped like 5 diss tracks, man. Like, I mean, it's ridiculous at this point. Like,
my sources for pop culture are Instagram and YouTube. Whatever pops up on my recently uploaded section of my fucking YouTube page,
pop up real quick.
And mostly it's like new Joe Schilling interview.
You know what I'm saying?
Nate Diaz new interview. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
got that brand new Joe Rogan podcast.
Right.
Are they really better than me?
Right. Those are what pop up on my shit. Maybe a Royce video every now and again, something like that.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. The reason I asked you because, man, like,
it's like I get it.
Worship Drake, but I'm like, man, Drake,
I'm glad for Joe because I think as somebody who respects what he does behind the mic, I don't give a shit about him as a person. Like, people can say what they want about him as a dude. That's not why I'm not listening to him to fucking...
I just need to know if you got them bars, man.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I judge him based on the lyrics he spit, and dude is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like, he in Slaughterhouse.
So you know you gotta be nice. Shouts out to Slaughterhouse.
Legendary if you in
Crooked,
Slaughterhouse to me.
Royce,
so fuck it, man.
Joey.
I respect what dude do.
Salute my
So
G's.
I'm glad for him that he gonna get more shine off it. You know what I'm saying? Like, same way I was glad for Nate Diaz because he been a fun dude to watch for 5 years.
Right.
And he just now getting shine because he fought Conor. Yeah. So it's the same way with Joe. Like, he gonna get more attention because of this Drake thing. So
I'm glad you brought that up, though. Why do you think it takes so long, like, for certain dudes, man? Like, whether it's acting, whether it's fighting, like, it could be like your passions in music. Like, why does it take so long to get that notoriety, man?
It's hard for me to really say. I mean, the batteries.
Why some guys get the pop so quick, man, and other guys it's just like they can't get it to pop, but they better at what they're at their respective fields.
I think it's all about for the record, I think my camera's about to die. I'm gonna have to plug it in. I hate to break up the...
Well, no, we could, because, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna just answer this question, we're gonna wrap this up. Right. We had like 50 minutes, you know what I'm saying, but...
And we can always use the rest on your phone. It doesn't matter. But, I can't help but be the director here and go, well...
Yeah, I know. You can't stay out of that role,
That's
man.
just,
You know what I'm
like
saying?
what I do. I'm like going to constantly looking at this camera, looking at
but
this
look,
camera,
can you focus for a second to answer the question?
What was the question again? Let me go ahead and
no, I'm just saying, like, why do you think
repeat.
certain cats just can never pop? You know what I'm saying? Why they can never get their shine?
I think it's a combination of, if you can put forth, are you willing to compromise? To me. I mean, I look at, the best example, what I mean when I say that is, if I look at Eminem and Royce.
Right.
They friends, right?
Yes, sir.
And they're at completely opposite ends of the spectrum. Everybody know who Eminem is.
Right.
He has to, because of his connections and his associations, he can't do whatever he wants to do. He has to do certain types of songs.
Right.
There's certain things he probably can't say. You know what I'm saying? Where Royce, who again, they like hang out together. He'll say whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't in that same
equally
position.
skill level.
Right.
But
be
different
honest,
sides of the spectrum.
You can make the argument, to me anyway, like I definitely think Royce is on at least the same level.
Hey, oh,
you know what I'm saying? So, and one of them, if you know how many people would ask me, like young dudes, be like, "Well, what rappers you listen to?" And I'm like, because I don't even want to answer. Because they won't be knowing. Like, I have to go to, like, Tupac to get him to know somebody I fucking listen to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'll say Crooked Eye, Royce the 5'9", and they'd be like, yeah. Just like I don't know who they say. They'll be like, I listen
Young
to...
Thug,
right,
Future,
somebody,
Designer.
and I'll be like, I don't know them any more than the fucking dudes you don't know that I say. But that's crazy to me that's a point of what you're trying to say is you have to be willing to compromise what you're doing to a certain extent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying... Eminem saying fake shit. I'm just saying that there's no way he's unfiltered. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You think he's knocking "My Name Is" in his car when he's driving around, or you think he's fucking had enough of that song?
You know what I'm saying? I don't even think he wanted to make that song.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not judging him. I'm just saying it's the reality of it. Same thing with Jay-Z. Like, it is what it is. Like, he's successful and he's chosen to go.
Yeah.
And to work for corporate America now, he owns shit, basketball teams and whatnot, and like doing big in the business world shit. But not everybody goes that route. There's dudes that Redman been in the game the same longer than fucking Jay-Z.
Man.
And Redman ain't fucking introducing the president at the White House.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that motherfucker probably in New Jersey right now, in some hood, hanging the fuck out.
Shouts out to Reggie Noble, man. We saw your MTV cribs, man. You still got one of the best MTV cribs we ever seen in our life, man.
Shout out to the dude
broke
on
doorbell.
The floor. Shout out to the dude on the floor, Pooh Bear, whatever.
Pooh Bear on the floor. The broke doorbell. You kept it 100, man. You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, those are choices everybody got to make. Like, Redman not willing to. I never once heard a song with Redman where I went, oh, that's a new direction for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't heard it, and good. Like, I don't want to hear Redman's deep political views.
I don't even want to hear it, man. Like, I
want to hear Funk Dr. Spock. You know what I'm saying?
I want
like,
you to stay in your lane.
I want that Superman lover. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I want to hear.
Look, man. Look.
I want to hear like a dumbed down, watered down version and shit. So we all make decisions and choices, and you do what you can do. Some people just ain't gonna be on that level.
Pretty much what you're saying is, man, y'all suck. You know what I'm saying? Basically what Banks just said, man, is y'all garbage. Because like everything y'all do and can't do, we do and we do it better, man. It's the Dark Half, man. I know Reggie Noble makes his lane, but we can make his lane and Jay-Z's lane all in the same song. You know what I'm saying? But that's just the specialness of us. I ain't gonna talk no more shit. But if you got a problem with it, man, darkhalfrecords@gmail.com, caliburmusic216@gmail.com, J Banx, Yahoo.com.
You know what's fucked up is if you sent me some shit in my email, I'll never even see that shit.
Well, send it to me then. Send that shit to me.
I check my email about once a month.
Yo, send me I cripple a career once a month. So send me that email. I'll finish you up tonight.
I'll just apologize in advance, man.
Look, hold up.
It's fucking wasting your time.
It's about 6 o'clock right now. Looking at my watch. Looking at my Rolex. Send me that right now. I end you up by 11 tonight. I have it back to you, mastered and everything. I'll finish your career up tonight. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not an email checking motherfucker, man.
I am.
I'll be letting that shit slide.
Caliburmusic216@gmail.com. Darkhalfrecords@gmail.com. We got this lock, man.
If I got a package coming, I might look at my email, but that's about it.
Thanks.
What up, dog?
I'm glad you're here. Me and you about to probably see more off camera. But for the rest of y'all gonna just have to tune in, man. And make sure y'all stay tuned because coming soon, Anything Goes the podcast. J Banx, Curse and all, man. Until then, you have been tuned into Are They Really Better Than Me, the podcast. Peace.